All right, everyone, this is where you're going to actually do your printing process. So you should have your image of your head, neck, and shoulders cut out and glued down, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you overlap 1/4 of the paper onto that. So the nice thing is it fits right on there because you used this to measure with originally. So what you're going to do is a texture rubbing to print onto the surface. So I'm using a crayon that does not have paper on it, so the wrapper is off, and I'm going to rub it across there to get the parts that are sticking up that I cut out to actually show up onto the paper. So I'll hold this down. So I'm not coloring it, so I'm not using the tip. I'm laying it on its side, and when I rub this on its side, the parts that are sticking up are going to push back against the crayon, and you'll see the head, the neck, and the shoulders popping up. Sort of looks like Spider-Man a little bit there. All right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to imitate what Andy Warhol was able to do. When he would print, he would actually be able to change color. So if somebody wanted an image, but they wanted it done in a different color, he could switch the colors in the printing process. So I'm going to overlap this onto the next section. If this is scooting around on you, you could always tape it down before you start. So I'm holding this down. So I think I'm going to use the green here. And again, I get the same thing because I'm using that same thing that I glued down there to get that to print. So now I'm going to go over to the next spot. So I'm going to repeat this process 4 times. And you want to be careful, like I don't want to color the paper, so I'm not going to sit there like rubbing back and forth over it because I don't want to fill in everything. I want to be able to draw on top of that. So then one more time, I'm going to do the last one so I get another copy of that same printed image. Don't let it scoot around while you're doing this. You should be moving the crayon, but you should not be letting the paper or that thick tag board stuff that you guys cut out, that should not move around on you. And I think my camera's shaking, so I'm trying not to do that. All right, so now I'm ready to actually draw into this. So I've got my printed image, but I'm still going to work on top of that.